Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about land banking. Now, what is land banking? Land banking is basically you buying a property in a developing area where development is still whispering. Do you understand? When you're buying that land is not a developed area. I call land banking the most traditional form of real estate because that's the one where you buy the land and you keep it for 15 years, 10 years, however you want to do. Now, with land banking, you're not building immediately because you don't want to live in a place that is not developed. You want to live in a developed area. Mind you, this place that you're investing in is still developing. And the reason why most people opt for land banking is because of the return on investment and the cheap entry. It's easier to buy a property in a developing area at a lower rate than buying in an already developed area. Now, people living in developed areas know how much land costs in developed areas. Like, imagine you're in Lagos and you want to buy a land in Banana Island. Somebody was even talking about how much rent costs in Ikoyi. It's the same thing in Enugu. Imagine you want to buy land in Independence Layout or GRA. How much is rent there for 1 year? That's why when you're investing in real estate, I advise that you start small. You have 10 million naira, spread it out. 3 properties, 2 properties, 4 properties. I don't know where you see property of 2.5 million, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Now, with land banking, you're banking on the land, you're banking in the land, you're banking in the ground. Your money is not in the bank. That money that's supposed to be sitting in the bank is in the ground, and it gets you more money, generates you more income that way than you leaving your money in the bank. Sure, saving your money in the bank is safer, but who has ever made it by playing safe? Exactly. Now, the reason why land banking works as a real estate investment strategy is because cities expand, people migrate, infrastructure moves outward, roads, markets, schools, hospitals, estates get built. And you know, when a new road is done, when a new road has been commissioned and people can start using it to travel, like new Enugu Abuja expressway that is still under sub to construction. Now, that is leading to Abuja, and people traveling can use that road and travel straight to Abuja instead of following Enugu town. Now, because of this, what do you think is going to happen? Filling stations are going to start coming there. People are going to start building filling stations there because people are traveling and they will need fuel. Sometimes people might want to stay over and not travel into the night, and they will need to stay in hotels or shortlets, as the case may be. So that is how development starts happening. Now, I've told you about this Enugu Abuja Express. So what you do is you find a property along that area and invest in it. Why? Because development is still whispering in that place. By the time that road is commissioned, the way the prices are going to skyrocket, make sure you invest in properties along that Enugu Abuja Expressway now. Don't say I didn't do anything for you this year. Now, what are the advantages of investing or using land banking as an investment strategy? I'm going to give you 3 reasons. Just like any other real estate investment, real estate doesn't depreciate. It's always going to appreciate. That one is just sure. Okay, that's your first advantage. The second advantage is that entry level is low. I mentioned it earlier. It's not as expensive as already developed area. The third one is that demand is always on the rise. Now, I explained this thing with the new Enugu Abuja Expressway. Now, that properties around there are around 3.5 million. Now, the property we currently have there, Evolve City Phase 2, is around 3.5 million naira. And the land has not been commissioned yet, like it's not in use yet. When that land is commissioned, the properties there and the price and the value of that property are going to skyrocket. That's why demand is always on the right for land banking opportunities. Okay, so now how do you start? The first thing you should do is your due diligence. Make sure you do a thorough research on who to buy from, where you are going to invest in. Make sure that development is whispering there. Make sure that there's development currently going on there and there's infrastructure along the place you want to buy or in the place you're buying that property for your land banking investment. Now, make sure you verify the documentation of that property before you buy that. Now, the third thing in how to start is that you work with reputable realtors like myself and real estate companies. And as I mentioned earlier, as I said earlier, start small. Don't carry your entire 10 million naira and put it one property. Okay? Put one here, put one in another place, put one in another place. It's possible. People are doing it. Now, before you run off and buy from the first person that pitches to you, make sure that that property you're buying has proper documentation. Make sure that development is going on in that place that you want to buy that property from. Make sure that there's a contract written up. Don't take any verbal agreement. Make sure that every single thing is written down. Every single thing is written down and signed, and you have a copy of it. And please, make sure you buy from verified realtors and real estate companies. Now, land banking isn't the secret. People have been using this real estate investment strategy for a long time, but you're just sharing about it. Make sure you consider land banking as a real estate investment strategy. And as always, My name is Blessing Ibrahim. I'm a realtor in Enugu State, Nigeria. This is Real Estate with Blessing. I will see you tomorrow.